Good morning, Monarchs, and welcome back to the More Morning Show. I'm Adeline Ryan.
And I'm Sebastian Gonzalez.
This week we'll be shining a spotlight on Miss Parker.
We'll give you the scoop on some students' opinion on the lunch environment in a certain classroom and what's been going on in Avid recently.
All this and more after the intro.
Bringing you more stories, more voices, and more moments.
This is the More Morning Show.
This week, I realized how much I care about my friendship with one of my friends.
That's always important. Can you say a little more?
I was having a really hard time with an online assignment, and my friend noticed my discomfort. So she swooped in to help in no time, and I finished the assignment.
That's great. You seem to have such a great community around you.
That's why the word of this week is community. Community refers to a group of people with a feeling of fellowship with the rest of the people, as a result of sharing common attitudes, interests, and goals.
So Monarchs, this week, give it a try. Be friendly to your classmates and just overall be a kind person. Who knows? Maybe you'll make a new friend or two.
Recently, Nora and Ruby interviewed some students in Avid about what they have been doing in their class.
They found out what they're learning about
and what they're planning for the future.
Let's head over to the interviews now.
Right now in Avid, we are working on I Have a Dream speech covering Martin Luther King.
In 7th grade Avid, we just finished our vision boards, which is a really cool assignment. It's a project. Students look at setting academic goals and what their future looks like. And the rest of 7th grade, I'm looking forward to 8th grade.
I like the class. I get to learn about a lot of colleges, and I think it's really great because they're really organized and really neat. And you sort of get like stuff done.
Career Day is coming up, so that's a really cool event. If you don't remember from last year, Career Day is on February 9th this year. Professionals come in from all over the place, and they're in almost every classroom on campus. So you guys go through your classes just like a regular school day, and you get to see presentations from a bunch of different professionals, different types of careers, and it's really cool. It's really interesting.
Wow, Avid sure does some cool stuff.
Well, now it's time to toss it over to Sawyer Strout for some interviews about some Monarchs' opinion of Mr. Simmons' lunchtime classroom environment. I go and think it's great, but let's hear from others.
Yeah, take it away, Sawyer.
I'm Lily Snavely.
My name is Giovanni Esquivias.
I like going to Mr. Simmons' classroom to work on homework and because it's quieter.
I like to go because I can just hang out with my friends and watch videos.
I just like to sit down and relax and talk to my friends. I like to eat my lunch, of course, and talk to my friends and just hang out in a quiet environment.
I just like to go there because I can watch videos with my friends, just talk about stuff, and play games. I like to play board games like checkers, wavelength, stuff like that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Simmons' classroom is known as the More Media Lab.
The Media Lab is only open during lunch for members of the Monarch Media Support Group.
Thank you, Sawyer, for giving an inside look at this social club. Hey, Sebastian, guess what time it is?
Time for class?
Not quite. It's time for the bulletin.
Oh yeah, let's toss it over to Ruby with the More Weekly Bulletin.
Hello Monarchs, welcome to the More Weekly Bulletin. I'm Ruby Perez, here to help you stay informed and stay ahead. Let's start with our College of the Week. This college is California State University, San Bernardino. This is our local state university, less than a half an hour drive from Redlands. Their mascot is a coyote, and their school colors are black and blue. Wear those next Thursday to show your scholarly spirit. Quick shout out to some staff members who attended California State University. Mr. Martin and Mrs. Martin, along with Mr. Zielinski, Mr. Bush, Mrs. Underwood, Mr. Simmons, and many more of our awesome staff members. Now for some exciting 5-star news. Our next 5-star event is coming up on February 20th. The theme is Palentine's, so you should attend with a friend. It costs 50 5-star points for one person or 75 points if you bring a friend. Tickets will be available at the 5-star store during both lunches on February 12th, so don't miss out. Hungry for a good cause? Join us for the Mod Pizza fundraiser on February 19th. A portion of all purchases will go to support our ASB. The money raised will help fund school events like dances and 5-star events, so be sure to stop by and support. Looking ahead to Monday, February 9th, Avid is putting on a whole school career day. You will attend your classes as normal, but somebody will be in there to present about their career. So parents and community members will be on campus to share what they do every day. It's a great chance to learn about different job paths. Check your grade level Google Classroom for new announcements. There was a compliance survey posted for everyone to fill out this week. There are yearbook surveys so that you can share stories, photos, information about the school year. For inclusion in the yearbook team appreciates all your help. Speaking of the yearbook, pre-order your yearbook at jostens.com to ensure you get a copy at the end of the year. And finally, get excited for our spring dance. The theme will be Out of This World, with the space vibe. More details are still being determined, so stay tuned for our updates. That's all for this week. Thanks for watching, Monarchs, and remember to stay informed and stay ahead.
Thanks, Ruby.
Now I can go mark my calendar for all the upcoming events.
Not so fast, Sebastian. Remember last year when we ordered yearbooks?
I do remember that. Unfortunately, I was too late to order one. How will I remember to get one this time?
That's why we're giving the Monarchs a reminder. Let's take a look.
Lately I'm racing through time. Think I need to slow it up. Tell me I gotta grow old sometime, but I don't have to grow up.
Thanks, yearbook. I'll remember to go order my yearbook at jostens.com when I get home.
Same. Teachers, if you need to pause this show and start teaching, then now is the time to do so.
But if you have more time, this week we're shining a spotlight on Mrs. Parker.
Ms. Parker is a 5th grade teacher over at Crafton Elementary who's recently been preparing her students for 6th grade. In this interview, we'll see her method for preparation and how she creates a peaceful community while keeping the class professional.
Let's hand it off to Harper and Feta Pie for more details.
I am Stephanie Parker, Ms. Parker. Teach 5th grade. Absolutely love it. So I have been privileged to teach all the grades through, my first 8 years was through special education. I taught K-5 in like an intervention type setting. And I purposely wanted 5th graders. I'm also privileged to study child development. And 10 and 11-year-olds, they're just at a very interesting time in their development, and I love working with them. So I've asked 6th grade teachers some of the things that help ease the stress of a 5th grader coming in, some of the things that make that 5th grader very successful going into 6th grade. One of the big things is social skills. Can they get along with others? Can they now move to different classrooms and have different friends? A lot of times they don't have any of their elementary school friends with them when they get their schedules, so they have to learn how to work with everyone. The student comes over there and they already know how to use the agenda and use it well, that they will be very successful staying organized. So if they have some kind of binder or folder system and they know to get out the agenda and write their homework and then use that as like a to-do list at home and make sure they pack it back up, that those kids usually have more success and a little less stress, because then they're turning things in on time and they're not getting in trouble and they feel like they can work the system a bit. And then here's a small thing that sounds silly, but making them write their first and last name on the paper instead of just their first name. letting them know that like their 6th grade teacher has 70 kids, their 7th grade teacher is going to have 120 kids, and they really need to make sure they're getting their first and last name on their paper. And you're welcome.
Thanks, Harper and Fedipi.
Wow, Miss Parker sounds pretty cool.
I agree. Hey, Sebastian,
Yes, Adeline?
is it time to start class yet?
Not quite. We still have some news about the soccer game and Roar interviews coming up.
Well, then let's get right to it.
On January 29th, Roar's boys and girls soccer team kicked off their first home game of the quarter against Beatty Middle School. Players and fans filled the fields with energy as the season officially got underway.
My favorite part of the game was just like cheering on my team from inside.
For many athletes, joining the soccer team was both exciting and challenging. But throughout practices and teamwork, players quickly grew more confident as they stepped onto the field.
I think he chose me because I'm like dedicated and hardworking, and I just enjoy playing soccer.
Throughout the game, more players supported one another with strong communication, effort, and school spirit, making the matchup a great start to the season.
Thanks for that, Claire and Amy. It sure is a shame I couldn't be there to watch the game for real.
Well, it's a good thing you have us to tell you all about it.
Absolutely. But, Monarchs, there's one more thing to tell you all about.
Yep, let's head to our Roar interviews.
Let us hear your roar.
How long have you guys been friends?
We've been friends for 3 years.
1 year.
2 years.
2 years.
What do you guys like to do together?
We like to hang out outside of school.
Dirt bikes and
Riding dirt
e-bikes.
bikes, yeah.
We love playing Uno during math class. We're supposed to be working.
It sure is great to see our Monarchs embracing the community around campus.
But, Sebastian, that means it's time for the show to end.
That's okay, Adeline. We'll be back next week.
You're right, Sebastian. Well, Monarchs, make sure to give appreciation to our Mar journalism community for making this show possible.
Remember to show effort,
kindness,
and respect.
And as always, go Monarchs!